Hey guys, welcome to my new office. So as you can see guys, today I'll be in a different place, different location. This is actually our new Financial Hub office that you guys will be seeing soon. Yes, it's empty. I'm sure you can hear a lot of echoes, but this is where we're going to be moving very, very soon. If you don't know, starting next year, we won't be in town anymore. We'll be located at Lavington. So where I am is at Lavington Mall. So very soon we'll be talking about it. I'll be showing you guys more behind the scenes, how this location, how we got it, how it's a much bigger space, why we are moving, why we are relocating from the heart of Nairobi, the CBD, away from CBD into Lavington, where we'll be doing our operations. Our classes will be here, our offices will be here, and soon and very soon there's a lot we're going to reveal to you. It's not just the classes that will be here, there's a lot of things we're excited for 2023 that we'll be revealing to you. So as we come to the end of the year, this is what we're looking to do, okay? This is the big vision. We want to take trading up a notch. We want to take it to the next big level. That's the goal with Financial Hub. We are always doing top tier stuff, top notch stuff, and this is the start, and it's going to be very exciting. I can't wait for you all to see it. We have good drawings that we've done. The works is about to start for the construction here, and a lot more. But for today, I don't want to talk much about that. I'll do that in other videos. Today, I want to do the trading review of how I performed in the month of October. I'm sure this video is a bit late, or we are already halfway into November, but better late than never, and I promise to be delivering these videos every month. I've been a bit busy with classes, with moving locations, with meetings here and there, meeting clients. So that's why I haven't been able to get time to do it. As you can see right now, it's at night. So I've been able to get some time for you people, okay? I've squeezed in a bit of my schedule. In the next 1 hour, I'm meant to be somewhere else. But for now, let's talk about how my trading has been, how I performed in the month of October, the trades that I took, how they performed, and what I learned from those trades, okay? Starting all in all, I'm about to share my screen. I was down in the month of October. I was down negative 5.5%. I had about 5 trades. All of them turned into a loss. I'm going to explain it why in a few, but let's first look at each trade individually, then I'll talk about the general view I'm seeing in the market, the transition phase that I'm seeing the dollar moving from a bullish tone to a bearish tone, and what I expect in the long term. So apart from that, allow me to share my screen and let's look at how those trades performed. So guys, before I jump straight into show you what the what market is doing and where market is going, first of all, I want to look at each and every trade and how I took it and how much I lost and what I learned from those trades, okay? So I'll start with this trade. So you can see for this year, I've been performing quite well. I'm quite good. I'm quite proud of my performance. It's not really badly off. As you can see here, for the month of June, I had an 8%. Month of July, I was down -5. August, I was up very strongly, +10. Then September, you watched this video. I shared it the other day on our YouTube channel. I was up 4.4%. And in the month of October, I'm down 5.5%. So it's only good for me to show you behind the scenes of how I'm feeling about the market, how I'm trading. I don't like seeing what people normally do on social media or on their YouTube channel where they're just sharing about their wins. It's also important for me to share about my losses and how you can understand how I process those trades, because it's normal. It's normal to lose. It's normal to be on the wrong side of the market and losing money on them. So, and I'm sure most of you are also going through that experience. It's best for you to see how I handle mine and how I handle those trades, the risk management behind those trades, and what I do to come back. For example, I was down July -5.5. I was down -5%. But in August and September, I made all that money back and was in the profitable zone. And then September, down -5. So how was I handling that, and which trades did I take? So the first trade I took in the month of October was this trade. It was a USD card trade. I won't explain much about my strategy and what I normally do to take those trades, but basically I just look at it on an hindsight overview, okay? So I was looking for this short trade. I was anticipating for market to come further down. Unfortunately, market After getting this entry, you can see how market impulsed to the downside. We had this sort of a correction to the upside. I was looking for a short from this trade, looking at this resistance level, okay? So market, I got a good entry there. Market sort of started falling. We had very good selling indication. This shooting star was a very good rejection of that level, followed by this engulfing, and I was expecting markets to move further down, but markets rallied to the upside, still dangled around my entry level, came and touched this trend line a third time, and market strongly rallied to the upside, and I lost about 1% on this trade. I think 1 or 1.5% on them. I never risk more than 2%. I have a risk parameter where I'm normally taking trades between 1 to 2% risk. Okay, this was about a risk reward of about 1:4, so I could have made about a 4% return on this one. Unfortunately, this was the first trade I took, turned into a loss. Okay, the next trade that I took was also gold, and notice something. Okay, this first trade that I took, I was anticipating dollar shorts. I'll talk about this towards the end. I was expecting the dollar to start falling or to get a bit of a correction to the downside. However, my timing was quite off. Okay, so that market moved further up. I got a loss on that one. The next trade I was looking for was here on gold. So also gold, I was expecting markets to really rally to the upside. I was anticipating a long trade to the upside, what we're actually seeing at the moment. So I was quite early on all these trades. My idea was quite right, but my timing was quite wrong. And I've mentioned this a lot of times on my videos, on my analysis, and also on the podcast. Ken has mentioned it, Taras has mentioned it. You want to be right on two things when you're trading, right on timing and right on direction. If you can get those two things, then you, my friend, have gotten a very, very good trade setup. I got this trade anticipating markets to move to the upside, anticipated a 1:3 return on this one. Unfortunately, markets strongly moved to the downside and I lost on that one. So also on this one, I was anticipating dollar weakness to move to the further downside in the month of October, early into the month. However, market went to the downside, lost another 1 or something % on this one. The next trade that I took was another USD card trade. So I was anticipating this top, okay? I was expecting sort of a triple top. I was anticipating a short here, then a short here, anticipating the fact that market was unable to break this level. I was anticipating markets to move down. Now, this is the last time market rallied before. If you look at USD card markets now, which we look at, market has been in a strong downward trend. So I tried to short this market again, very wrong on timing yet again. It was a very good trade idea because right now market has even surpassed below my target and even gone further down, but my entry was quite wrong. Okay, not really wrong per se, but my entry was quite early. Market spiked me out. This is sort of an exhaustion candlestick after market was rallying strongly to the upside, and now market is strongly in a downtrend. So I lost another trade on this one. So those are two trades on USD card, one on gold. All of them turned into a loss, so I lost on that one as well. A normal, at least I had my good risk reward or risk parameters in place. So next, once I noticed that the dollar was weakening, and once I noticed that the dollar wasn't really moving in the direction I was looking for, I changed my perception of the dollar and started anticipating that the dollar should continue moving in an upward trend. Okay, so the next trades that I took were anticipating dollar longs, the first of them being US 30. So I was anticipating US 30 to move to the downside with the continuation of the dollar to continue rising to the upside. It was a very good trade. I got this first touch, second touch, and the third touch, anticipating markets to move down. Got a very good entry. It was a resistance level, and I was anticipating that move to the downside. I risked about 1.5% on this trade because this was a very high probable trade that I took, and know that high probable trades can also turn into a loss. So it's not that because it's high probable, it must turn into a winner. This one turned into a loss. So I was anticipating that move to the downside. Market strongly rallied to the upside and hit me out to the 1.5%, but it was a very good trade overall. If I see such a trade a million times, I'll always take that trade. Okay, so that was that trade that turned into a loss. And last but not least was another trade, sort of the same like Dow Jones. Was anticipating the Aussie dollar to move to the downside. This is the 4-hour chart. I was looking at markets moving lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. I was anticipating a lower high here to the downside. However, markets, just like the Dow Jones, rallied to the upside, and now even the US Aussie dollar has been really moving to the upside. I was anticipating that dollar short, dollar longs to continue, which anticipated or made me take this Aussie dollar short. However, market turned into a loss, moved to the upside, and those were the total trades that I'd taken in the month of October. I was very patient anticipating those trades. They were very, very good trade ideas. However, they turned into a loss. So right now I want to look at the markets, show you my analysis, what I'm anticipating in the markets, because currently I believe that the dollar has changed directions. Okay, I believe we're starting to enter into a bearish phase or sort of a sideways correction. Why am I thinking of that? Because market is always ahead of reality. The Fed started talking about reducing the rate at which they're increasing interest rates. As you saw, they're right now at a very high level at 4%. interest rates, between 4 to 4.25% interest rates, which is quite high for the dollar, okay, as they try to curb and control inflation. So that's why we're seeing those numbers really going up. So during that whole time, as the Feds since the Feds announced that they want to start increasing interest rates, and once they started it, the dollar has been rising. It started even rising before they started doing the actual increase of interest rates. Once they just talked about it and saying that they're going to increase, the dollar started rising. The same thing you're seeing here, they've talked about reducing that increase in interest rates, and the market is always ahead of reality, and now you're seeing that dollar going to the downside, okay, and really falling. So if I'll show you my daily chart analysis, if you look at this analysis, so look at this pair, very simple, straight to the point. Down here, when market was moving in a downtrend, so I use the daily chart as my big picture analysis to look at the direction of the trend. My students are very well aware of this. We break it down with them, and we talk about it in class and in our Discord group and in the private group while we're chatting about the market. So market has been moving in a downtrend, creating lower lows, lower highs. Down here, when the Fed started talking about or hinting about increasing interest rates and reducing what we call the QE, quantitative easing, which is basically pumping money into the economy, the dollar started rising, and we saw that rise in the dollar all the way to this top. Okay, and then now September, October, the Fed started talking about reducing inflation, reducing interest rates, as not really reducing interest rates, but reducing the rate at which they're increasing the interest rates levels. And as a result, we've seen the dollar starting to weaken. So market ahead of reality even before they start doing those actions. So I'm looking at this. There's a level of mine which I teach in my class that I normally teach my students. Once we see a break of that level, we're starting to see a change in direction. And that's what I've seen. Markets, the impulses have started to the downside. I'm seeing a strong impulse moving down, okay? You can see this strong impulse, sort of a correction. So sort of market has started the formation of lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high. But the main one is actually this strong impulsive move here that broke market structure and starting to move to the downside. So during that transition phase, okay, traders like me or traders who are trend traders are having normally a very hard time, because we're normally trading in the direction of the trend, but when the market is transitioning into a new trend, it's easy for us to be losing money, and that's why I lost money during that month. And that's why I'm very positive. Once I get a good direction, I'm going to make that money back and I'm be trading moving forward, okay? So in that direction of the trend with the patterns that I'm normally looking for. So the dollar, that's why I believe the dollar has changed direction. So most of the pairs that I'll be looking for, now I'm anticipating for it to start moving in the downward direction, okay? Now if you look at, let's go here. Let me share here. If you look at USD CAD, for example, you're looking at this market will also break in structure. We created sort of a head and shoulder at this top. We got an exhaustion candle. If I go to the 4-hour chart, what I was talking about earlier on. So you can see these are the trades that I had, okay? I tried shorting here, what I just showed. I tried shorting here, market moved to the upside. I tried shorting here again, then market strongly moved to the upside, creating this sort of exhaustion candle. And what is an exhaustion candle? Normally when market is moving in one direction of the trend, it normally reaches sometimes, instead of just turning, it exhausts, okay, and prompts many buyers to start buying into the market, and immediately the sellers sell to those buyers and the pressure goes to the downside. And that's what we got here. Market broke back into the structure, respected our resistance level yet again, moved to the downside. Now when market moved here, I was anticipating markets to move again to the upside. I bought here, got a very good buy entry. If you watch my YouTube analysis, I'm sure you saw that analysis. I tried to buy, so I bought this trade. Market moved towards my target, almost 50% towards my target or more, and then strongly market fell, hit my stop loss, and market has been moving to the downside, breaking structure from uptrend to downtrend, sort of creating a head and shoulder over here and anticipating markets to move further down. So now I'm quite bearish. I'm looking for bearish trades. I haven't gotten any bearish trade just yet, but I'm anticipating that very, very soon. So long-term USD CAD, I'm looking for markets to start moving a bit to the downside, okay? So that's what I'm watching on USD CAD. If I go to my next pair, Aussie dollar, this is the last trade that I had that I just showed. I had one trade in November of Aussie dollar, tried to sell, market rallied to the upside, and market has been in an uptrend ever since. So also this one sort of breaking structure. If you're looking at the daily chart, market is sort of moving to the upside. Right now, market has been curbed by this level. So you can see this trend line, sort of a first touch, second touch, a third touch here. Market is sort of moving to the downside. So anticipate market to come back to the 0.6525 level back here where market was acting as a resistance. If you look at the 4-hour chart, I'm basically looking for markets to come back to this level over here before we get any significant move either to the upside or to the downside, especially to the upside. So I'll be waiting to see if a good correction can come here and if we can get a good buy opportunity to buy the market. So Aussie dollar, I'm looking for long-term longs on this one. Next, I look at gold. Gold strongly moved to the upside. If you can see, here's where I last bought. Okay, I bought here, market strongly moved to the downside, and now market is strongly moving to the upside. There's an analysis I was doing, I believe, and I was telling my students, or I think it was here, I was anticipating that the gold will continue moving in the direction of the trend, breaking this support level. You can see we got sort of a triple bottom. I was anticipating a break to the downside, but market moved instead to the upside. If you look at the daily chart, you're looking at how market has strongly been in a downtrend, okay, creating lower lows, lower highs. Look at that beautiful pattern to the downside, but market has broken that structure. Most of my patterns, most of my markets have broken structure in the opposite direction. The impulsive phase have started coming in the upward direction, and on gold also I'm anticipating sort of a correction back at least to this level, the 1725, a very, very good buying level. You can see acted as a resistance, okay, acted as support at first, then came and acted as resistance. So I'm anticipating markets to come back to this level, get a touch of that level before we move to the upside. Okay, so I'm looking for a 1725 move. You can see how I got beautiful trades here before to the downside. Now I'm anticipating to get a good trade on this one to the upside. So that's what I'm watching on gold. Okay, and last but not least, the US 30, the pairs that I watch, looking at the daily chart, structure also has moved to the upside. I'm anticipating this one, long trades to be coming on this one. I'm anticipating markets to rally long term to the upside. I don't have an in-depth analysis on this one because market has strongly just been rallying. It's just been a straight move all the way since we bottomed at the $28,500 mark. Market has just been strongly in an uptrend up to this level. So I'll be watching to see how market structure forms on this one. Haven't had a serious trade on this one. Here's the last trade I had. So you can basically see for the past 2 weeks I haven't had any trade. The last trade I had was a USD card, the one that I told you it was a buy that was stopped out in the month of November. I'll talk about that towards the end of this month. Okay, so that's what I have. That's the basic analysis that I'm looking at on my pairs. Like I said, nothing much, but also there are a few lessons that I learned from these trades. Okay, so it's good for me to share them with you. Okay, the first lesson that I learned, one sec, I have a summary. I always keep a summary of them on all my trades. Each trade, I always tell my students, each trade, be it a win or be it a loss, you should learn something from it. Okay, so if I go through a few lessons that I learned on these ones, for example, there's a lesson here that I learned: the trend is your friend. I have accepted to learn that in the long run. So I always learn that the trend is your friend. Once you get the direction of the trend, I want to respect that direction and trade in that direction. I believe personally there's less risk to be taken when you're trading the direction of the trend, and there's more money to be made, unlike trying to trade the correction. So that's one lesson that I learned as a reminder to myself: always follow the direction of the trend. Okay, another thing I learned: pay attention to the correction legs. So pay keen attention. There are normally small patterns that normally form key indicators that can help you know when the market is about to change direction, if your trade is quite good, if it's working well, or if it's not. So I want to refine that. I want to refine, like the USD card I had. Very good entries. Market went 50% to my target but turned into a loss. So these are things I'm still working on. I'm not perfect. You might think I am, but I'm still working on a lot of things. Risk management, trade management, those are two different things. How can I manage a trade when I'm in it? And when you enter a trade, you manage trade in two ways: psychologically, so there's a psychological way you're thinking, okay, and technically, how do I move my stop loss? My target, should I break even? Should I just leave it as it is? So those are things you should be managing. Should I add into the winners? Should I cut my losing trades as they're moving against me, or once I get to be less confident on them? So those are the lessons learned. It was a very good trading month. I learned a lot about myself, about my system, about the markets. Okay, at the end of the day, you want to learn those three things: about yourself, about your system, and about the markets. If you can learn that, you're 1% wiser every single month. Even if you get a loss, those are the lessons of, those are the pains. No, Those are just the money that you're going to pay in order for the future returns to be much, much more. You don't want to be trading $1 million, $10 million, and still making the same mistakes you are making when you're trading a much less account, okay? So those are basically the trades I wanted to talk about. I hope you've enjoyed that analysis. It's a normal loss, a losing month. It's the second losing month I've had since June. Okay, so I've had 3 good months and 2 losing months, which is quite good. You're at about 60% success rate or profitable rate in terms of month in, month out, which is quite good. Pat myself on the back. And that's also my account of how I'm still performing on the MyFF. I haven't gone for another account. Like I said, my goal is to use, or rather to show you guys how I can use one account, the $10,000 account, make profit from it and buy other accounts using it. So basically you're using other people's money to make yourself money. So that's the goal that I want to show you, of how to grow those accounts and how you can pass the challenges in my Forex funds and all the other prop firms that are there. Another thing that I want to talk about, and soon we'll be talking about this, I'll bring this video out. A student of mine, his name is Mahmoud Juma. Congrats to him. We were congratulating him on the private group the other day, and he was able to surpass and get a challenge. He passed the My Forex Fund challenge, also got funded $10,000, and which I'm very, like I said, and I really applauded him in the private group and told the rest of the team that we should applaud him because it's a big achievement. I normally tell my students, at the end of the day, if I can be able to teach you, guide you, and then you get funded and you get to get this prop farms or money from wherever you can get and grow those accounts, then I believe I've done my work. I've been able to impact you through my services, through my learning, through my experience, and through Financial Hub. At the end of the day, that's what we want to do, and that's what we want to come and do here at Lavington. Get a bigger offices, inspire more people, trade alongside more people. Hopefully, if you're watching this, you'll be one of them very soon. So we'll be having that interview very soon. Mahmoud Juma will be coming. I'll be talking to him, how his trading journey has been since he was last with us, how he got this account. There are a few videos he was saying he watched my video. I learned a few things from them, so he duplicated that while he was trading. So very soon we'll be having him here on the show, and we'll be having that video soon. So apart from that, like I always say, I'll meet you guys in another video. Next month I'll do another analysis. I haven't had many trades this month. I think just one trade. I haven't had any other trade. I'm patiently waiting for markets to give me a good trade setup. Apart from that, I look forward to seeing you guys soon, seeing you guys here at Lavington, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And as I always say, guys, remember, stay woke, stay financially literate. See you soon. Thank you very much for watching Financial Hub's content on YouTube. For more Forex analysis, financial education, podcasts, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.